Jog, nice and tall, heels coming down. Jacks. High knees. We're doing lots of hip work today. Hip stretching, hip strengthening, hip mobility. Twist and jump. Heel flips. Knees down, heels all the way up. A skip. Get a nice big angle here. Switches. Let the heels come down. Feet parallel. Alright, legs apart. Let's reach to the side, left and right. Reaching down. You could do it outside. What? Pardon? We actually could do it outside. I'm just wondering about being able to stand on one leg on the uneven ground. Alright, we're going to reach up and fold down. Reaching up and squatting down, touching the heels, pushing up through the heels, reaching up, hinging at the hips, coming forward and folding down, and taking it back up again, and squatting down. Push up through the heels, reaching up, hinging at the hips, folding down, pulling up, and squatting down. Reach up tall, folding over, and now rolling all the way back up to standing. Clasp your hands behind your back. We're going to do some shoulder circles. Drawing the shoulders back and down. Right in there. Creaking and clicking. Alright, release. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Arms out to the side. Let's touch back. Do a good rotation in the spine. See how far down the back of your leg you can touch. So keep yourself upright, your shoulders not coming forward. Well, not going down. And change legs. Enjoy that nice twisting spine all the way around. Okay, back into a jog. And jacks. My knees. Twist. Heel flips. Switch. A skip. Alright, very quickly we're going to roll up on mat so we can get into this nice deep squats. I'm just going to change around what we're going to do so we can take advantage of the roll up mat. Okay, when you're ready, You want your heels on the mat so you can get into a nice deep squat. All the way down and pushing up. As low as you can go. And push up through the heels. Elbows inside your knees, pushing out. All the way down if you can. You've got a very thick mat there, Pamela. You can just be on the edge of your mat. The least lift, the better. And time. Yes, you can unroll it a little bit like Carol's done, just so you haven't got so much height. Okay, we're going to go down again. If we can manage a bit of a calf raise. Obviously, you haven't got much clearance once you've got your mat rolled up. All the way down, pushing up through the heels, working the glutes. 5. And time. Right, we're going to borrow an exercise from round 2 while we've got our mat rolled up. We're going to do calf raises and heel drops. I'm just going to get, this is when you might want to do a little bit higher. Let's go. So you want to have the other way round, your foot on the mat and your heels on the floor. Let's go. All the way up, under control, all the way down. Sorry, it's quite hard sorting out the equipment in the 8 or 9 seconds rest. Done admirably. Okay, that's time. So for the next round, we're going to do single leg. So we'll just do 20 seconds on each side. If you need support, you can have one. Right. Got your chair nearby. All the way up, and let your heel come down. And change leg. All the way up. And time. Okay. Quickly unfurl your mat. We're going to do isolated lunges. So that means we're getting into our lunge position. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And just coming up and down. So you want to make sure your feet are hip width apart and parallel. So let's just get into that. Very nice. Can we go a little bit lower? Make sure your knees aren't coming in. Staying parallel. 15 seconds. And time, change legs. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Pushing up through the heel of the front leg, focusing and really working. Push through the heel. Halfway. Five. And time. Okay, we're going to do a single leg squat with a gate over just for fun. So we're going to come down into a little squat. up, opening, closing, staying on one leg. Let's go. So you can really test the range with that gate opener. Open it up. And 10 seconds, doing well. Let's get the knee up nice and high. And time. Check it out. And we'll go to the other side. Nice and tall. Let's go. Relax the feet. Seconds. Oops. And time. Okay, so the last exercise here, I was hoping generally that you'd be able to demo, is a bear pull walk. Now, I can't do this because my hamstrings are really tight, so there is a variation. So if you can get your hands to the ground and tented with a slightly bent knee, we're just going to do little walks like we're a four-legged thing. If you can't do that, then you can just come to flat back position and do the little walks, okay? Or wherever you can reach, okay? So that's what we're going to do. If you can get to the ground and you can walk like a lovely grizzly, then that is super. So you're going to want to be slightly bending and straightening the knee. Coming down as low as you can. Halfway. Side to side. Make sure you've got a really good stretch down the back of those legs. And time, and come up. So for round two, we're going to do our squats again. We're going to do ones where the chest is coming forward, so we're working the hamstrings. Let's go. And then all the way up to standing. So coming forward, up to standing. Some lovely bears in the room. Three, two, one. All right. So we're going to go do that round again. We've already done the first exercise, so we're going back into the lunges. This time, as we go down, as we come up rather, we're going to, as we go down, we're going to raise our arms. As we come up, we bring them down. Let's go. Still pushing through the heel of the front leg. Just bring you up. Can you get the arms all the way overhead, broadening the shoulders? 5. And time. Change legs. Feet hip width apart. And let's go. Focus on pushing up through the heel. Getting those arms all the way overhead. try to increase flexibility in our shoulders. It's going to really help our running. And well done. Okay, going to do those slightly pernicious single leg squat gate openers. This time we're going to start standing on our left leg. Let's go. Halfway. Shake it out and change leg. So centre through your standing leg. Let's go. Feel the way up. Let's make it a very distinct movement. 10 seconds. And time. Okay, next exercise is our bear crawl walk. So down if you can get down, and just as far down as you can if you haven't got the range. We're going to do our little walks. You can go side to side, backwards and forwards. As long as you're feeling the lengthening in the back of your legs. Maybe you can get a little bit lower than last time. Lovely. All right, that's time. Very nice, everybody. And we'll do our squats coming forward. Are we ready? Let's go. Really working the posterior chain as we come up. And little glute squeeze at the top. Controlled, focusing on the muscles that we're using. Alright, that's time. That's the end of round one. Okay, it's kind of shoulders and glutes today. So for the next exercise, we're going to come into a squat and have a deep shoulder dip. Just into one side. Let's go. And then to centre. So just in one side, then coming to centre. So staying low, dipping, and coming to centre. Staying low, staying in that squat. Halfway. We'll get a little bit lower with that shoulder, twist a bit further round. Come up in the middle. So bring your body up rather, stay in the squat position. And well done. We have a brief release. We're going to go down, we're going to do this again, but the other shoulder dipping in. 3, 2, 1. Squat and dip, and then centre. Very nice, good range there. squat. Just 10 more seconds. Okay, let's have our chairs. So, we're going to do step-ups. So what we're going to do is we have one foot, right foot on the chair, and we're going to drive up and come down. The right foot always stays on the chair. Okay? So we're driving up, high knee, and coming down. We're working the glute, the right leg. We're going to set the timer now. Let's go. And your right foot is glued to your chair. You're going to bring the left knee all the way up. Hold the beat, squeeze the glute, lower it. You've got to walk this scenario. I think we just need it for you, really. Yes. 5 seconds. And time. We're going to change legs. Left foot planted on the chair. Ready? Let's go. Right leg goes all the way through into a high knee, not stopping by the chair, not quite to 200 pounds. Nearly there. 3 more seconds. Lovely control, everybody. And time. Okay. This is the one that's slightly difficult to get into position for. You might want to have your socks on. We're going to do Bulgarian split squat. So I'll just stop the timer. So you want to have one foot raised on the chair. Nice one with the sock on. And the other foot needs to be a good distance away. Otherwise you're not going to be able to get into a nice deep squat. So a bit further than you think. And then you're lunging down. Okay? We're going to set the timer. Is everybody ready? It's easier if you have your foot on the ground first, then you reach back to the chair. Nice and low. Low as you can go. One of these days I am going to get us weights, and we will do this with weights, which would be even better. That's just been GCSE time, A-level time. Deep, deep, deep. Pushing up through the heel. And time. Change legs. Get a good distance from the chair. Let's go. Five. And time. All right. Richard raises. So we're going to start sitting on the chair. Left leg on the ground. I'll just pause it. Left leg on the ground. And we're going to drive up through that left leg to standing. Okay? You do this. All right. I'm going to start the timer, so get going. So you want to be lifting and lowering under control. There should be no sound of anyone sitting back down into their chair. started with your left leg and your right leg. You'll find the next side easier. And time. Alright, so right leg planted. We're going to be pushing up through our right leg to standing and coming down in a beautifully controlled way. Halfway. Oh really? Well, maybe you have a straight from the... And time. Okay. Back to the beginning of the round, we're going to mix it up a little bit, and the first exercise of this round is the single leg Romanian deadlift. So, right arm planted, left arm up, left knee up, we come forward to touch the ground, and all the way back up to standing. Okay, so set the timer, let's go. In case you're racking your brains, the thing you're not doing is the shoulder dip. So you have a soft knee of that standing leg, hinging at the hips, hips stay straight. Nearly there. Just 5 seconds. One more really good one. And time. And change leg. So get ourselves nicely planted through the left leg, right arm up, right knee up. Let's hinge. The toes, no gripping, that's it, nice. Splay them out as much as you can. And time. Okay, now this time on the chair, we're going to start at the top of the chair and we're going to step down. So your right leg stays planted on the chair and we're going to step down. Okay, timer starts now. Right leg stays planted. Halfway. Okay, change legs. Left leg on the chair, left leg stays planted. It's a slow burner, that one, isn't it? You don't feel it so much until the end and it starts to warm the hips. Very under control. Oh, that was it, there was time. It was just such a nice time. Alright, we'll go into split squat. Let's go, we know what we're doing. Don't need to hang around. Quickly, quickly, put your foot on the chair. Are we ready? Let's get going. So you might want to start to put your foot a little bit further away from the chair. That's it. Let's go. No, you go. No, what's that? What's that? Where has it done it? Oh. No, 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 no.
Coffee break.
It's a really, really dodgy phone, and the screen doesn't really work. And don't worry, I won't make you do it indefinitely. Come on. Right. Let's call that time. There we go. Okay, I've got it. Oh, that was perfect. And now change legs. 3, 2, 1. Listen deep. Halfway. And time. Okay, so there's a slight twist. We're going to do squat jumps instead of Richard raises. Let's go, 40 seconds. Some good energy. Over halfway now. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. The good news is we're not doing this again. The other good news is we're going to be doing split squats. So it's a lunge and a jump. Like so. Let's go. Very nice. See some excellent lunging there. 15 seconds, come on. 5. 'And time. Excellent. Okay. So, one last activity with the chair. We're going to have the band round our feet. We're going to be doing a hip flexor exercise. So it's like the equivalent of when we do our high knees. We're going to have our back on the mat. I'm going to make sure which way I'm facing, because there's a slightly inappropriate comments on my YouTube, but I'm facing the other direction last week.
Can you just do one?
Sorry?
Can you do one?
Yes. We bring it forward. Actually, you want to have the other leg straight. So the other leg is just resting on this chair. Okay? I'm going to set the timer. Let's go. So this means we can really focus on that area without having to worry about standing up and balancing, which we're going to do next round. But for this round, we're just going to focus on getting that knee up higher than we would have been doing if we were standing. Oh, yeah. 5 seconds. Really work deep. And time. Okay, so we don't need to adjust anything. We're just going to change our working leg. Are we ready? Let's go. With an extra pin you want. And time. Alright, coming up, we definitely won't need our chairs again. We're going to keep the band around our feet. And we're going to do side steps. So out to the side, working into your glutes. Head up, chest up. Pelvis tucked under. Two, one. Now just flip the band around your ankles. And we're going to come up into calf raises. Let's go. Now up on our toes. And time. Band above your knees, twist and round. So, not too dissimilar to what we've done before. A little squat. We're holding our air ball, twisting and raising to one side, opening up that knee. Let's go. I'm sorry, I thought I'd stopped it, but I haven't, so I'm just going to have to work through the rest. Little squat, opening the knee up. It might help if you have your air ball to hold so you can stabilise your arms. We're going to work through the rest. So we faft. And now change. Let's go. Seconds. And quickly, band round the feet. So there are lots of transitions today, and we're going to do our hamstring curls on the mat. So we're facing down. You want to have the band round your feet. Well, band the ankle of one foot and the foot of the other. And we're curling up. You do need to have your band flat or it will roll. So when you're in position, let's get ready to go now. Balance misbehaving. Ten seconds. And time. Okay, change leg. You need to adjust your naughty band one at a time. Alright, we're going to do the next leg now. Let's go. Back to the beginning of this round. This time we're going to do our high knees without the chair. You can decide which one you like more. Okay, let's get going. So high knees, we're going to do left leg first. 10 seconds. And time. Change legs. And let's go with our right leg. Really get the knee up as high as you can. Halfway. Oops. 3, 2, 1. We're going to keep the band around our feet and do side steps. Standing tall, let's go. Keep the band under tension, feet parallel, relaxed feet and toes. Relax the toes, 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Band around the ankles. This time we're going to half walk up the mat, heel walk down the mat. Let's go. Right, I've got a better idea. Do it sideways so you can move into the knees. Side step. Time. Band above your knees for twist and raise. This time we're going to start with our left leg as the planted leg. Relax that foot, get your air ball, let's twist and raise. So a little squat, come up, open up the knee. time. Right. Change to our other leg. Air ball. Let's twist and rinse. Open up that knee. We've only got 10 seconds to go, so let's make the last few reps really good ones. And right. Okay, we're going to dispatch the band. We're going to come down onto the mat. You want to be in your V-sit position, so your fingertips are facing forwards. What we're going to do is a reverse table like this. Actually, we're going to do it as a single leg. So, right leg on left knee, single leg hip thrust, off we go. Imagine we're going to feel this after 40 seconds. I've got to think about those camera angles. Halfway. Pushing up through the heel.
Sorry.
Pushing up, just a few more seconds. And time. Okay. So release. Left foot on right knee. Let the knee drop open as much as you can. And let's lift and down again. Pushing up through that right leg. Just a brief touch on the ground, and then lifting again. Halfway. All the way up to the top. Just a few more seconds now. Come on. 5 more. And time. Well done. Shake out the wrists. Alright. That's round 3. So, round 4. Staying on the mat. First exercise, we're going to do plank with some hip dips, but I'll talk you through. So let's get into plank position on our elbows. So shoulders, hips, heels, everything aligned. Let's go. Hold it in plank position. And let's do 4 hip dips. And hold it in plank position. And 6 hip dips. And plank position. And 4 hip dips. And relax. Come down to your knee to come up. Okay, so we're going to go into plank position again. Hold it. And now we're going to rock back up forwards on our heels. Rocking through your toes. And hold. Hips nice and low, legs strong. And now let's rock. And hold. Okay, well done. Okay, nice stretchy one. We're going to go into the pigeon stretch. variation. So you want to have everybody know more or less what they're doing here. Just as much range as you've got. And then if you want to, you can come down and up, pressing over that knee. Let's go. Just to intensify the stretch. It's not a press up, like in stretch of the imagination. Halfway. Three, two, one, and change legs. Really, we should have a good pillows for where we can't quite pop the range, but it's good enough. Okay, let's go on the other side. Coming down over the knee. And time. Alright. Some lovely sit-ups. We're going to do some sprinter sit-ups. So, sprinter sit-ups are like so. In this position, coming up, and ending in this position, and down. And change legs. Let's go. If this is too much, you can just do crunches. Nearly there, 3 seconds. And time. The next variation, we're going to do butterfly sit-ups. So arms or wings folded across your chest, both feet down. Oh dear, not come up. And open up your wings. And roll down. Let's go. Further. Open up your arms nice and wide, relax the shoulders, draw the short legs together. Ten seconds. And, okay. Oh, it's all about hip mobility today. So we're going to get our legs 90 degrees, and we're going to change. Like so, just switching sides. The mat is very squeaky today. Like so. Legs are going the same, legs are at the same angle. Do the same thing. Get them a little bit further apart. I'll open up the hip and the groin. And time. Okay, down on our fronts. For a quad stretch. So if you could grab your heels. Pull your heels towards you. Now lift your head and chest off the mat. Push your hands into your feet. No, that's not right. Push your feet into your hands. pushing your feet into your hands, pushing away, thighs off the mat, push, 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 and up. Okay, happily we're right in the position we want to be. Back to plank. So, are we ready? We're ready. Let's go. Plank position. This has been decreed. And hip dips. And hold. And hip dips. All the way, 5 more seconds. And rest. Put the knees down. And we're going to go back into a plank in 3, 2, 1. Plank position. Hips nice and low. And now alternating leg lifts. And hold. Let's get those hips low. And alternating leg lift. And hold. And alright, back into our pigeon stretch. And pushing up over it. I don't know where the time has gone today.
I do.
Sounds rather pointed. And time. Let's change round. Into position. Up we go. Just a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Russian twist. So, on our bottoms, let's get our imaginary extremely heavy weight and twist over. So your shoulders are following your hands, carrying your imaginary extremely heavy weight. Or medium heavy. Seconds. And time. All right, everybody's favourite. We must have done. We are going to row. Are we ready? So get your hands on the grips, feet in the foot holders, and let's row. Heels away. Halfway, doing really well, we're nearly there. Seconds now. 3, 2, 1. All right. You're so nearly there. Okay, onto your tummies. Onto your tummies. So, we're going to do hitchhikers. It's like breaststroke, pulling round with your thumbs out and plunging down. I don't know if it can be seen on camera. Puzzle this way. So we know what we're doing. Time has started. Lifting up, plunging down. Lifting up, plunging down. 3, 2, 1. And that's not it for the swimming. We are going to paddle. Off we go. Arms, legs off the mat, paddling. So a little rest halfway, so you can get those thighs off the mat. Just 5 more seconds. And now rest. Let's go again. Lifting up. Off we go. We've got 15 seconds left. Come on. Very nice. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And come on to all fours. And cat cow. Tuck your toes under. Up into a downward dog. Hips high, thighs pushing back. Keep the ankles nice and open. Heels pressing towards the ground. Pushing the mat away with your hands. Splayed hands. Pressure evenly through your palm, your fingers. And now paddle. Pedal even. And hold it. Back onto your knees. Come into a kneeling position. What do I missed? I've done everything. And we are all done. Well done. That doesn't work. That's just going to look really daft because I wondered if I could pause it.